Oh, totally bonked, super hard after 3.5 hours. I had nothing left.
What's up guys? What's up cycling fanatics? I'm here in the beautiful Girona on a 4-day training camp. Intensive training block just before the racing season is gonna start next week. I'm gonna optimize training, nutrition and rest and recovery, and I'm gonna tell you all about it in this video. Of course the pasta is gonna be only a small portion because pasta is a lot of carbs, and like I said, I'm gonna be low on carbs tonight.
Only a small difference.
I think you have twice as much pasta. And you're gonna go for seconds, what you already said. I'm jealous at his plate.
Day 3.
Morning, day 3 in Girona. It's 8:10. We're gonna be riding at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna prepare some breakfast. Check out the weather. Yes. It's a lot better than yesterday. Okay, it's time to prepare some dinner. It's time to prepare some breakfast. My breakfast is gonna be totally different from my breakfast of yesterday. And there's a reason behind it. Yesterday I did a very hard training with VO2 max intervals. That's way above your threshold. Today I'm gonna do a 4-hour steady, low intensity endurance ride. So what we wanted to do today with the training is really ride on the fat burn system and rely on fat for fuel. So we want to be very low in carbohydrates before the training. So yesterday at night I didn't eat a lot of carbs, and right now in the morning my carb intake is going to be super low. So I'm going to take this for breakfast. Eggs, some avocado, some tomato and some spinach. Some protein, some fats, but very low amount of carbs, and then we're gonna ride. So that's the idea. So I haven't mentioned it a lot lately, but I do a lot of intermittent fasting. Basically means you don't eat for a long time of the day, and I squeeze all my food into 8 hours. So in general I start eating at 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night, and I get all my calories, all my carbs, everything in that time span. Right now I'm not doing that exactly because I'm following the program that Leon is writing for me. I have discussed it with him yesterday, and so usually I would eat nothing to start off a ride like this. So to start a slow endurance ride, easy riding, I would just go out and start riding, even if it's in the afternoon. And then if it's a very long ride, like more than 2 hours, I would start eating during the ride, and then I would just completely fill my face with food after the ride. But right now I'm trying to go with the plan, but I will go high fat, high protein and low carbs to sort of mimic the same effects for your body as intermittent fasting. I'm probably gonna get a lot of questions about intermittent fasting. I still have the plan to do a video about it, but I don't know when. It's just, I'm always short on time. Avocados, pretty high in fat, also have carbs and a little bit of protein. Eggs, all protein, a little bit fat, no carbs. Tomato, I don't think there's anything in tomato. Spinach, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat and protein. And that's it. Breakfast done. It's actually still a pretty big plate of food, which I'm really happy about. I'm trying to get some food that has a low glycemic index, which means it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. Most carbs right now are coming from the avocado. Avocado has a GI of 15 on the scale of 1 to 100, so that's very low. Oatmeal isn't really high, it's about 50, but it's a lot higher than the avocado. So although I'm not eating a lot of carbs, I still have a big plate of food. Instead of eating this, I could have eaten around 60 or 70 grams of oatmeal, and that's it. Would be a very small little bit of food. So I chose for the big healthy, Instagram worthy plate of food. Right now it's only around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. We plan to start riding at 10 o'clock and then it's only 5 degrees. Kind of cold. At 2 o'clock temperature is 17 degrees. So that's a very big difference in temperature, which will be quite difficult to dress for actually. It will require a lot of layers. I was thinking to go for my winter bibs actually, but on top I'm not sure. I will need to dress up warm for the start, but I need to be able to take it off, because if not I'm gonna be overheating at the end. Okay, I'm going for the warm jacket. This is actually the same jacket I'm wearing at home when it's really cold in the winter, but then I've got like a really warm base layer underneath. Right now this is a super thin base layer. I could open the jacket even during riding and during climbing, and then it should be sort of not too warm. Very thin, but it has a wind stopper. So I hope it's gonna be okay. I also have arm warmers underneath, and I'm probably gonna take those off as it warms up. So some flexibility, some layers. Gloves, of course, shoes with toe covers. Wish me luck. Oh, and I think I'm actually gonna take this camera to shoot some images, since it's a very chill ride. If you look at the sun, it looks warm, but it is pretty cold. Ligt daar gewoon sneeuw, hè? Okay, on the bike, Leon is joining me for
hour and a half.
For only an hour and a half. I have to do 4 hours. It's super cold right now. It's freezing my feet off, but it's gonna get warmer during the day, so I'm just looking forward to the rest of the ride. We're chit-chatting about training, about stuff. First part is the same as the first day, but I'm gonna do a big loop today of all slow endurance. Low carbs, easy riding. He's got the science. How cold is it?
Yeah, it's like so cold.
It's really cold right now. We were riding in the shade just now and the grass was frozen, which means it's pretty cold.
But it's nice with the sun, right?
In the sun it's pretty good. We've done an hour and 16 minutes, 32 kilometers, so easy pace. Leon is done for today. He's gonna turn around and go back home, and he's leaving me to it. Any advice?
Yeah, take your time, take it easy. Try to push a bit on the descent when you go back. So
keep some power on the pedals during the downhill.
Enjoy your day.
I will.
Don't forget to refill your bottle. Also, hey, it's cold, but you lose a lot of fluid as well.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Tik hem aan. Okay. Bye bye.
Doei. Well, it was an hour of company. We actually have all our contact about training through the phone, because he lives in Girona right here. I'm in Holland, obviously, so he provides my training plan on today's plan, online platform, and we call regular basis to talk about the training and what's coming up. And now the racing season is gonna start, so we'll be discussing the races and stuff. I'm gonna take it easy today. Like Leon said, try to keep a steady pace uphill and downhill. I still have, I don't know, like 3 hours to go. So the temperature changes really quickly right now. Just there it was like 7 degrees in the shade in between those hills. Right now in the sun, 16. It's getting warm. It's from very cold to warm in a blink of an eye. Riding for 46 kilometers, almost 2 hours.
Two hours later.
So I'm almost 3.5 hours in the ride and I'm bonking super hard right now. In Dutch we say hongerklop, no power left. But it's about 30 kilometers all downhill, so I'm just gonna make my way back home. I don't have any food left. I only ate one bar in 3.5 hours, and I just sort of finished the one bottle of energy drink I had. So just have to keep on going, and then when I'm back, I'm gonna eat so many carbs. I'm gonna carb the fuck up for tomorrow.
Later.
Okay, so I'm less than 10 kilometers from home. I wasn't feeling really well. I bonked so hard, I wasn't able to do anything. I couldn't ride. I started feeling a bit whoop whoop. So right here I saw this place with the sign churros. I love churros, so I stopped for the churros. I'll probably feel better after the churros, and then it's gonna be like 15 minutes to get back home, or less.
Eventually.
Dude, oh, those churros sort of saved the day today. Totally bonked, super hard after 3.5 hours. I have nothing left. Right now, first thing I'm gonna do is smash in those carbs. I'm gonna eat a lot for the rest of the day because tomorrow is gonna be more intense training. I'm starting off with the same post-ride meal as yesterday, which was muesli, banana. Also doing a recovery shake and some oranges. Today's ride was a really hard ride, not because I was going really fast, because looking at my average power, it was actually pretty low. And the reason for it is because yesterday was a hard training, and then we didn't fill up carbohydrates. This morning I ate maybe 40 grams, and during the whole ride I only had one energy bar and one bottle of energy drink up until the last 20 minutes when I smashed in those churros, the chocolate croissant, and a big mug of chocolate sauce. But I was totally bonking after 3.5 hours, and you just feel there's no power. Whatever you're doing feels hard, but then you look at your power meter, you're only pushing like low zone 2 or even zone 1, and it feels like you're doing tempo or threshold. That's when you know that you're sort of low on energy, and it's okay because it was sort of the purpose of this ride. But completely bonking and feeling all weird and not being able to finish your ride is not really the purpose of the ride. But I guess I can learn from this experience as well. One lesson is always take a little bit more food than you might need, so when you bonk, you at least have something to take. I'm gonna stop talking because I need to start eating. Okay, some food and a shower later, and I feel fine again. The reason I was feeling so crap is obviously a completely depleted storage of carbohydrates, which is okay. I'm filling up all the carbs right now for tomorrow's training. I just spoke to Leon on the phone. He's like, well, it's probably gonna be okay if you just eat your proper food today and have some good breakfast tomorrow, then it will be fine. So to continue on the food schedule, before today was low carbs, during was low carbs, after was high carbs, and in the night is also high carbs. So at least 200 grams right after training and 200 grams at night. Total protein, at least 120 grams, of which the most will be after training and in the night. Right now I'm still full. I'm gonna go to the city center of Girona with Jasper, just to check out some bike shops and just to sniff up a little bit of the culture and have a look around here in Girona, because it's a really cool city. And then when we get back, I'll show you what I'm gonna eat. Sort of a pre-dinner meal, because I'm gonna do some rice and turkey, and we're gonna go for dinner later. But in Spain, dinner doesn't start until after 8 o'clock, so I can easily get another 2 meals in today. So the bike shops were closed as always during the siesta here in Spain. So we did get a little coffee. Right now we're just gonna walk through the town a little bit to check out the view. Check this out. It's best wel cool, hè? Girona is actually really scenic. There's like a lot of really cool places where you can ride, take pictures, shoot videos. I'm not like the super cinematic photographic expert, so I always see stuff and then when I take a picture it looks crap. But if you're a professional photographer, I think Girona is a really cool place. So me and Jasper went for a coffee. Jasper is the current Dutch national champion beach racing. And he's preparing for this year's national championship, which is next week. So that's why he's here in Girona on this really good place for training. And now we have to go up this freaking hill again. Ja, mijn versnellingen zijn dus niet zo licht als die van jou. Which I'm not gonna do riding because it's too steep and my legs are already pretty tired. Jasper on the mountain bike. Tonight me and Jasper are gonna go for dinner, but right now I'm gonna go for my second meal, or actually third meal of today, second meal after the ride. I'm gonna cook teriyaki rice and chicken. Teriyaki chicken and rice. High carbs. I need to replenish those stores for tomorrow. Yeah. I wanted to eat this around 6 o'clock and then have a second meal around 8:30. Right now it's already 7. So I'm not sure how hungry I am gonna be when we go to dinner, but still, I need to get the food in, so.
3 hours later.
Okay, guys, it's 10:30. I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. Had a lot of food. I'm completely full. Nice base layer to go sleeping tonight. Leon gave me a couple options for apartments. He said, would you like to have a very big balcony or would you like to have this other option? I told him I don't care as long as there's a good bed and there's good curtains in front of the window, so it's actually dark in the bedroom. And then he said, okay, I know enough. Well, I want to show you this. There's good curtains because when I close this, I turn off the light, it's completely dark. One thing is I'm gonna open up the window a little bit before I go to sleep, just to have some fresh air. I don't like it when it's too warm. Around 18 degrees is actually the best temperature for you to go sleeping in. So 18 degrees, dark. Now I'm gonna sleep. Tomorrow morning I'll tell you everything I know about the rest.
Day 4.
Good morning. Time to talk about rest and recovery.
Ochtends bij het ontbijt had hij respiratie en hij een avocado. En toen in de training zag ik een kramatuur los.